Are you tired of being saddled with high interest credit cards and you're dealing with maxed out credit cards each and every month and you're also being drowned with debt? Well, guess what? In this video, I'm going to talk about a hidden concept and a hidden strategy that will help you overcome all of this, all right? And it's called velocity banking, all right? This is a secret strategy that a lot of people are using that's ultra wealthy as well as savvy investors and everything like that. Well, guess what? You'll be able to go ahead and take advantage of this. All you need to do is watch the video that's coming up, all right? So let's get straight into it, guys.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep.
Hey, what's going on, Blueprint Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Respect My Blueprint show, where we give you the game as well as the blueprint on how to build on business credit, business funding, entrepreneurship, as well as personal finance as well, too. All right. So in this video, guys, listen, we are going to talk about a hidden strategy that a lot of people are just unaware of nowadays, which, I know how it feels like. You're dealing with maxed out credit cards each and every month. You have, being drowned with debt and everything like that. Well, guess what? This video is for you out there, because guess what? The problem that you're experiencing is not a money problem or you having a lack of it. Is basically that you're using your money or your cash flow the wrong way. Believe it or not, Experian has actually reported that the average American carries over $6,500 in credit card debt. And guess what? 7% of those individuals are paying an interest between 22 to 28%. All right. I mean, think about it. That's money that could be used for you to go ahead and put back into your pocket, build wealth instead of giving it back to the banks. Okay. So this is a very, very important topic for those who are, just being overwhelmed with debt and want to be able to learn a strategy on how to do so, especially as we're starting off 2026. All right. So here's the game. Wealthy people don't pay interest. They use a strategy that's called velocity banking. All right. In this video, I'm going to break down the velocity banking blueprint, which is the same strategy that's used by investors, business owners, even families to eliminate debt faster while keeping cash flow into their pocket, as well as helping them to be able to go ahead and build wealth. So you definitely want to check out this entire video, because it's important that you follow each and every step that we're going to outline in this video to help you to be able to go ahead and build wealth for yourself. All right. So velocity banking, let's go ahead and explain the concept so we have a good starting point for all of us to be able to go ahead and take off from, right? So velocity banking is a simple but very, very powerful concept where you're going to use a debt weapon, right? And that debt weapon is typically like a revolving line of credit or a home equity line of credit. And you're going to use this debt weapon to attack your debt in big chunks, okay? And then recycle your cash flow through this particular debt weapon here. So basically how it works is that you're going to use your line of credit to pay down a large portion of your high interest debt or your high interest loan. Okay. Then the second step is you're going to funnel your income into that same line of credit, basically lowering the balance of that particular debt weapon or that line of credit that you're using. And then you're going to repeat this process in cycles. All right. So it's a simple 3-step strategy that we're going to go ahead and talk about on how you can execute in this video. But it's not about, with this strategy, it's not about borrowing more money. It's all about redirecting the flow of your current cash flow to cut down the interest of your high interest debt that you currently have, to help you build equity faster as well too. Like, let me give you an example. All right. Typical example is like, say, a $200,000 mortgage at 6.5% interest, paid traditionally over 30 years. Guess what? That's over $255,000 in interest that a person would be paying, right? But if that same person was using the velocity banking principle that that we're sharing here, that same loan can be paid off in 12 to 15 years, saving over $150,000 in interest. So you can see how this right here, if you use this particular strategy here, how it could put a lot more money back in your pocket as well as help you build wealth. All right. So now, before you execute this strategy, it's very, very important that you know your numbers first. All right, you got to know your numbers, right? So before you move any money around or anything like that, or before you start the get out the gates with this, you need some clarity before you're able to go ahead and start. Which the first thing you need to understand is your income. All right, what's coming in monthly after taxes. All right. Also, number two, your expenses. All right. You know, what's leaving your account each and every month. You need to know what's coming in and what's going out. So it's very important that you know that. And number three, your cash flow, what's left over. This is your financial ammo, right? So once you take your income, you minus your expenses, what's left over is your cash flow. By knowing each and every one of these categories is going to put you in better position to be able to execute the velocity banking method that we're sharing here with you guys. Okay. Now, it's very, very important tip here that if you don't have any positive cash flow, this method will not work for you. So the key here is controlling your spending so your money moves with purpose by being able, not by panicking or having high anxiety or anything like that, guys. You want to make sure that you're staying on top of your finances, which there's a lot of different tools as well as options out there. There's apps you can go ahead and check out, such as Empower, Rocket Money, or Monarch, to be able to track your income and also to help you be able to auto categorize your expenses as well too, so you have a better sense as well as a better picture of what your actual cash flow is. Okay. So now, once you have went ahead and understood or understand your numbers, you have everything laid out. You basically, at the end of the day, you have your cash flow dialed in, right? So now you want to be able to go ahead and pick out the debt that you want to start attacking, or which high interest credit cards that you want to be able to start knocking off this chunk with the velocity banking principle, right? So you want to start off with the lowest interest a revolving account that's available, right? And this can be, a low APR credit card, which is ideally under 15%, also a personal line of credit or a HELOC, right? So you'll use that account to make the lump sum payment on your high interest debt, and that's going to be your chunk, right? So again, you want to first pick out which account or which debt weapon that you're going to utilize. And again, it's very important that out of all of the accounts or all of the credit cards that you have, you pick the one that has the lowest interest rate. Typically nowadays, a lot of credit card companies as well as even lenders, they have a qualifying or a starting offer of 0% for the first 12 months, first 9 months, or 18 months. Typically, you want to go ahead and pick that particular weapon as the one that's going to execute your debt velocity principle. Okay, so for examples, let's say, you owe $10,000 on a 25% credit card, right? You use 10% of a line of credit to pay off $3,000 on that $10,000 credit card. And then each month you're going to pay your bills through that same line of credit and deposit your income back into it. Okay. And you'll see over time that your average daily balance is going to drop, which is going to reduce your interest payments dramatically. All right. And this is how you're going to be able to go ahead and reverse the debt game and be able to go ahead and dig yourself out of debt a lot faster than you would traditionally would. Now, another great thing, especially nowadays, that a lot of credit card companies and lenders are offering, which is cash back and rewards, right? As we know, that has become, the gamification of this has become very popular in recent years. So if your line of credit or your credit card earns you cash back, you can leverage that as well to your advantage, right? So, you could apply that cash back directly back into the revolving balance. So remember, every dollar that you direct redirect towards your principal, saves you an interest, and compounds your progress. That is the whole point here, to be able to go ahead and escape this debt a lot faster than you would traditionally would. All right. So now with that, we have some of the foundation and some of the facts in place. Let's go ahead and talk about how we can go ahead and execute the velocity banking method, right? Which is a very simple 5-step process. All right. Which is number one, you want to go ahead and identify your debts and list them by balance and interest rate. So this is very important. Of course, you want to write this down or put it on a spreadsheet. So therefore, you know exactly which ones that you're going to be attacking first. All right. Number two, you want to go ahead and open one low interest revolving line of credit if you don't have one already. All right. So if you already have one, again, that's ideally 15 or below, that would work great. But if not, I would highly encourage you to go ahead and open one, or a credit card. As again, typically, if it's a credit card, you want to go ahead and choose one that starts off with a 0% interest for the first 12 months. So you could really maximize the potential of this principal here. All right. Now, once you have done that, the next step 3, is you want to go ahead and use that debt weapon, use that credit card or line of credit to go ahead and pay down a chunk of the highest interest debt first. That is what you want to do. All right. So if you have a credit card that's in the higher tier range or the highest one, we want to attack that one first, because that is the one that we want to be able to go ahead and get ourselves up from under. All right. Then what you do is, on step 4, you want to funnel all of your income through that same line of credit each and every month. All right. It's very important that you follow step 4, is because your positive cash flow then goes into that line of credit. So therefore, you're not defaulting or being subject to the same process that we were. All right. And then, of course, you want to repeat this cycle until all of your debts are cleared, and redirect that cash flow into a savings or investment, or being able to go ahead and purchase, income producing asset. All right. And that's pretty much it. Very simple strategy. Again, this is a concept that a lot of savvy investors, as well as, smart business owners, utilize to their advantage to be able to not be saddled with high interest debt. Okay. As a matter of fact, households that use the velocity banking method typically is able to eliminate consumer debt in 5 to 8 years faster than the national average. So, again, this is a very powerful concept that, it's different than the snowball method that, influencers like Dave Ramsey teaches. With this method here, this is a great way to go ahead and attack, high interest credit cards and high interest debt with by using a debt weapon such as a HELOC or a revolving line of credit. But again, making sure that it's typically 15% or below in interest. All right. So debt really isn't the enemy, ladies and gentlemen. It's the interest. Okay. It's the interest that's really the one that's the backbreaker here. And velocity banking, it actually flips the script by using time, cash flow, and credit strategically. All right. So the key thing here is, a couple quick tips that I want to go ahead and make sure that you understand is that, stop paying the minimums. All right. Start paying in chunks. That is another trap right there. A lot of people are not aware of. By paying only the monthly minimum, all you're really doing is tackling the interest, and you're not really making any significant progress when it comes to eliminating your debt. All right. Also, stop putting money in low interest savings account. All right. You want to be able to make your money work for you and move with purpose. All right. Low interest savings account that's 0.001% or 0.5%, that's really insignificant. It's not really going to move the needle when it comes to trying to go ahead and earn money, eliminate debt, or being able to go ahead and compound your wealth. All right. And also stop reacting to what the market is doing and start managing with velocity. That's the reason why we dropped this video about velocity banking. All right. Velocity banking is a great way for you to be able to go ahead and eliminate that interest and not have it being able to go ahead and take money out of your pocket and help you build wealth in 2026. All right. Well, listen, if you want to go ahead and learn more strategies on how to build wealth, we've went ahead and dropped a free school community where you can join and learn strategies like what I'm just taught in this video, as well as other strategies on how to build wealth, how to gain funding and access capital and build business credit for yourself. Go ahead and hit the link down below in this description to be able to go ahead and learn how to be able to go ahead and build with like-minded individuals and unlock financial freedom for yourself. And last but not least, guess what? This is for all of my entrepreneurs out there. Finally, we have released the Uptrend business software. This is a business solution software where you'll be able to access business credit reports, and also being able to go ahead and with our AI engine to apply to over 100 different online lenders, all with the click of a button. No more having to go ahead and apply blindly for business credit cards, business lines of credit. No more applying to see if you're going to get approved for funding. Guess what? We have a software that's going to take care of all of that for you. We have a free 1-week trial with the software. Check it out by hitting the link down below to be able to go ahead and check out this next generation software for all of my entrepreneurs out there. All right. Well, if you got a lot of great value from this video, do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, as we're looking to go ahead and grow our channel in 2026, as well as help more entrepreneurs, as well as the viewers to be able to go ahead and level up. Now, listen, if you have executed the velocity method, drop it in the comments down below. Tell me what your thoughts are, because again, this is a method that a lot of people are unaware of, and we want to help a lot of people be able to go ahead and escape and eliminate that in 2026. All right. But thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. And guess what? Catch you on the next video. All right. Take care.
Blueprint, yeah. Blueprint. This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it, cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep, Wesley Paul with Blueprint. This guests are exclusive. Get on and tune in and then learn some new tips about credit, finance, investment. A nice chance to get rich and buy land. Flip it, quick 9 bands. Learn all the skills from Wesley did it. Learn how to build successful business. Run up a mill and get the digits. Run up a mill. Look, safe place where guests are speaking. Based off financial freedom. All facts, no cap, believe it. Podcast, you have to see it.